Hi everyone, Daisy here again with another layout, actually the final layout of the 12 Days of Christmas Holiday Music Edition. And I am using 4 photos of one of the first snows from last year and one of my dogs out playing in it. And so I chose to do some stamping. So I picked a thicker cardstock just because I wasn't sure if I was going to do anything else on top of it. I didn't prep it with anything, but just in case. And then I chose a couple of stamp sets. The first one I'm using is from Pink Paisley, and it is the Merry Days Together for Christmas stamp set, and it has a bunch of beautiful snowflakes on it, and so I am just stamping them around, filling in with the little ones. I put in a couple of the really big ones in there, and then I'm coming in with these stamp sets from Whimsy Stamps called Favorite Flakes and filling it in with some more little stamps, including this little polka dot one here. And I'm going to stamp all that in the center and then cover it up, so you're not even going to see that anyway, but whatever. I figured I would just go for it all the way. So I just used some StazOn ink, just black and white is basically all that's going on there. And this is going to end up being a super simple layout. I'm going to try to make it difficult and then remove a bunch of stuff. So I thought I would do some strips of paper here going down the center, and these are exclusives from the Hip Kit Club Kit from November, and just doing 2 pieces down the center there, and then I think I'm going to remove both of them actually. I don't know where I put my layout right now. Yeah, because I felt like the photos were covering it all up, and so I'm pretty sure I remove all of the pattern paper. But I'm going to stick it all down first. That's right. But I am going to pull it all up again. So I'm just going to ruffle the edges up again. Doesn't matter because I'm going to take it off. And then I thought I would use the polka dot side of this, and I stick it down and then I'm going to pull it off. But you know, it's the process, right? Like in my head it looked good, and then I put that down and I'm like, whoa, that's too busy, don't like that. So I'm going to pull in some of the tissue paper that came off of one of the hip kits. It's this beautiful blue color, and it matched my photos, which are very blue tinted, because this was taken at it was probably only taken at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it looks like dusk. So I'm going to cut these apart and then remove the pattern paper, I'm pretty sure is the next step here. And I was kind of struggling because I really loved the stamping in the background, and I didn't want to cover it up too much, but I didn't want to do the full page in the stamps. I was toying with that idea as well, as just doing like a complete and total stamped pattern paper background, but I don't end up doing that because I wanted to draw attention just to the center area. So I'm just going to stick these photos directly down using ATG, kind of angling them and just kind of putting them all in the center area. I'm going to pop this last one up on some fun foam. This one doesn't have a dog in it. This is just a picture of the snow in our backyard. Snow is always so pretty. It seems like a good idea. I wish it could be like snowy but 70 degrees at the same time. That would be amazing. And no ice. Ice is just never should be allowed. Just my opinion. From a Wisconsin girl who, you know, has grown up around it. So I'm going to use another stamp here that says Hello Winter. And I think this one came off of the Whimsy stamp set. And I'm also going to add a little snowflake above that. And then our song for today is Marshmallow World. So I'm going to continue my title down that side over there. But first I'm going to create a couple of embellishments. I'm just using a couple of the little phrases off of that Whimsy stamp set. One says like winter wishes or something like that. One says magical something, magical winter maybe. And then one says snowflakes. Or no, one says magical winter, one says snowflakes, and then I stamped 3 snowflakes on one. And those are just pretty little studio cut apart tags. And so I put that Hello Winter on there, and then I'm going to work on adding more of the title. And the title is just going to end up being, oh, now I can't even remember. Wow, I'm like super prepared for this voiceover. It's just going to be It's a Marshmallow World in the Winter. Because I thought that was fitting. It looks like a marshmallow world in the pictures, so I thought, why not? Just go with it. And I add some splatters here of one of my absolute favorite blue colors of shimmers. It's called Sapphire. It's a mist, and it is like such a beautiful blue. I love it so much. And I do end up dabbing it up a little bit, just because I was not wanting to wait for it to dry, but it adds just the like perfect amount of blue. So I'm super pleased with how it turned out. And then I'm working on my title. And this does take just a little bit of time because it is a longer title, and I'm using these little thickers, and I want to make sure that they're straight. So, you know, that can take a little bit of time there. Does anybody struggle with their phone adjusting their brightness when they don't want them to? I know I shouldn't be on my phone right now, but somebody had called me, so I'm just trying to see what the message is, and it's like dulling the brightness down so much I can't see. That's annoying, but yeah, so if you haven't already, head on over and check out Christy's. I hope you enjoyed our 12 days series. I know it got a little broke up there at the end, but you know, it's been a year, so I'm really proud that we got them all done and up and posted for you guys. I hope you enjoyed them. Definitely follow, subscribe to our channels, leave us comments. We love seeing comments. They're so exciting when you wake up and you're like, ooh, somebody commented on my video, or even just a thumbs up, anything, just so we know you were here. But yeah, I hope you enjoy watching the videos that we put out. We really like doing the 12 days. It's getting a little bit more difficult, as especially, you know, with kids being home all the time and my strange schedule, but I think we're making the series work, so I hope we get to continue it for a long time. But anyway, so I just cut out those tags and then adhered them down. And then there was a couple of those splatters that I smeared. So I just went back over them. And then I'm going to be adding some sequins, because of course I'm adding sequins. So I'm adding Spiegel Mom Scrap sequins. The first one is called Cold Days Ahead, and it's just a bunch of like white ones that I'm adding. And then I'm pulling some older mixes out, and I'm going to use one called Oops-a-Daisy, and I think I'm also using Storybook. Those are the two I pulled out, and I'm pretty sure I used some out of both of them. Sorry, my phone is just blowing up. So I'm using my jewel picker here, and you know, sometimes I have a love-hate relationship with this thing, but it really does make things easier as long as you keep it clean so it doesn't when it picks up a lot of adhesive on the tip, it makes it so that your sequin will just stick to the tip and it won't stick to your paper. So as long as you're like wiping it off and making sure that it's not overly adhesive, then it works great. And I just forget that sometimes. So, and now I'm using, like I said, I think this is the Oops-a-Daisy one, and I am just adding some more sequins around, and I'm using my Zatz Blings for this one. And then here's the storybooks for just some more blues. And then that's going to be the end of my layout. So thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you again soon. Bye!